Hello, beautiful beings of light. Thank you so much for joining. Thank you so much for tuning in once again to this last transmission of the year 2021, the year of change, the year of growth, of evolution. I hope that if you celebrate Christmas, that you had a wonderful Christmas and a happy holidays with your family and loved ones. And if you don't, I hope that you were centered and tuning into yourself, because the energies were very powerful. So thank you so much once again. I hope that everyone is well out there and that everyone is navigating through the end of this amazing year, navigating through the end of everything that was learned, of everything that you embraced. The month of December is a very, very powerful month. I am recording this video on the 27th as a end of the year transmission, so that we can discuss the energies that are available at this now. The energies of this month have been very complex. They have been dense and they have been intense at the same time. The 2021 year was a 5 universal year. It was a year of change. That is what 5 represents in numerology. The year of change, and the events that transpired in this year affected every living thing on the planet, affected Mother Gaia itself, affected every sentient being in the planet at some level of consciousness. Not to mention at the 3-dimensional level, it was intense. It could be described as ugly, if you understand what I mean. And on the Awaken Collective as well, it was a very, very intense year. But along with that intensity came the satisfaction of the results that have been yield from these experiences and from this powerful year. So the collective consciousness of humanity have cleared a deep field of energy, of karma that has been cleared from the collective consciousness, because now we are, as we know, we are in the process of the awakening, the process of ascension for those souls that choose to ascend. But at the same time, the planet is ascending itself, as you all know. And what transpired this year of this 5 universal year, 2021, was a big cleanse in the human collective that transpired, so that we can continue to anchor and absorb more light into our consciousness, so that we can continue to assist with the evolution of Mother Gaia and the evolution of humanity as a whole. It is important to remember that each and every one of us, no matter if you consider yourself a light worker, star seed, whatever you want to call it. I don't like to use those terms personally, because I believe that everyone is doing their part on this evolution process that we are going through. So each and every one of us, no matter what your level of consciousness, have contributed to what has happened this year in the human collective, in the planet. And depending on what level of consciousness you are at, depending on what level of awareness you are at, you might not see the amount of light and the amount of unconditional love that has been anchored in the planet, and the amount of ascension and cosmic energies that is coming into the planet at this now. So each and every one of us have contributed to that great awakening, to that evolution process, and to the change that has occurred at a planetary level, actually. Awakening has different phases, and not everyone is at the same level. Not everyone is at the same state of awareness. That's why it is not good to compare yourself to others when it comes to that, because everyone is having their own experience, everyone is having their own journey. And if you are newly awakened, you now understand that. If you have been awakened, you know that you cannot compare your journey to others. And again, it has different phases, it has different levels. And the good thing is that when your souls decides that you are ready for that information to integrate bigger truth and higher truth, you realize that it's a never-ending journey. It's a never-ending experience, because it is infinite, like the infinite, because that's essentially what it is. You are finding yourself. You are coming to understand that you are that. You are that what you are looking for. You are that infinite being. You are in spark of divinity. You are in spark of the Creator. Therefore, you are the Creator itself. And that's essentially what you're gonna find, that it's just endless possibilities, basically. The frequencies of unity consciousness have been opened also into the planet, into the core of Mother Gaia. So we are going to be executing on those energies on the years to come, so that we may continue to embrace the divinity of what we are. In order for us to continue to receive this energy, it is important to remember that we must continue to raise our own vibrations, so that we continue to open ourselves more to this photonic light, to these cosmic codes that are coming through, activating our light body, our body Merkaba, which eventually affects our physical vessel, our human body, that we anchor deep into Mother Gaia. It is important to remember that the month of December energies are going to be carried until next year. Also, the month of January and the month of February, potentially until Mars. And this is at the astrological level. And after that, things are going to change. Things are going to take a different shift, because the next year is a 6th universal year. 2022 represents the divine masculine and the divine feminine, the union in these two energies continuing to working together so that we may continue to embrace the essence of who we are, the essence of divinity. And also the year is a 6th universal year. 6 is, in numerology, 6 is depicted as the pregnant mother. She is kind of sitting on the floor and pregnant. So basically the mother is pregnant, ready to give birth, and that is essentially at the point that we are at this moment. It's like when the mother is ready to give birth, because she has contraction. So all these tensions, all these densities that you are feeling, awakened or unawakened, is that contraction because you are ready to continue to give birth to something new, to that something that has emerged, that has awakened within you. And that is what is going to be executed next year, because the number 6 is a feminine energy. It's an energy that represents compassion, that represents mercy, that represents self-love, unconditional love, that represents wisdom and magic as well, which is the divine feminine, the mother. And we are going to be integrating and executing these energies next year, because it is going to be a very, very feminine empowered year, 2022. So look for that. And not just that, the feminine is going to continue to receive the assistance of the divine masculine, because this time they are working together to establish a solid foundation of what is to come. We are continuing to build the foundation of that new earth that we are so waiting for to come, which is already here. Depends on your level of awareness and in your level of consciousness, and when you tune into that frequency. Astrological level, we basically had a year of sorrow. We had a year of, it was intense with everything that happened in the sky. And as you know, as above, so below. So December energies basically have been a crescendo of energies. And what's transpiring this month, or what has transpired, basically tells us that we are ending the year with a bang. Basically with a bang. At the beginning of the month, we had a powerful solar eclipse in the constellation of Sagittarius, and we ended the month with the very last full moon in the constellation of Gemini. Eclipses bring powerful changes with them. Very, very, very powerful changes. This last eclipse that we had in Gemini ended a season, ended an era, basically, because we have been having eclipses in those two constellations for the past 1.5 years. And we have been basically infused with the energies that these two star systems or constellations represent. And Gemini is recognized for communication, the throat chakra. So you learn this year to speak up your truth, to stand in your truth, and you understand the importance of being in your truth, of speaking your truth. And hopefully you were able to unblock or to enhance the power of your throat chakra this year, because that was one of the things that Gemini represent. Like I say, eclipses bring with them powerful changes. So that's why I say it again, that we are ending December with a bang, with the amount of energies and everything that's happening in the sky with the other planets as well. I don't want to get too much deep into the astrology, because not all of us are able to understand the concept. I just want to bring the basics, and feel free to do your own research in terms of the astrological events that are happening. Again, powerful changes in terms of what's happening in the sky that is affecting us here in Mother Gaia. We have come to understand that it is important to continue to look within instead of looking outside, because looking outside is not going to give you the answers you are looking for. Looking outside is not going to allow you to embrace who you truly are. It is important, and we have been reminded, and we have been taught on to look within, how to look within, and when to look within, because looking outside is not going to give you the answers that you are looking for. December energies gave the opportunity to the many to continue their ascension journey, because it brought a good sense of clarity, of awareness, a new connection to your highest divinity, to your divine self. At whatever level of awareness you're at, things changed, and they are in the process of culmination, and you feel it. You feel the energies of culminations out there, because you feel it. It's what we are being showered with at the moment. So the opportunities that were given this month were very, very helpful and very powerful, not just for the awakened collective, but for the unawakened as well. The unawakens are starting to question themselves, are starting to realize that they must look within, and continue to take responsibility for their actions, basically for themselves, because you are coming to realize that you are that divine essence that you have been looking for. It's not outside of you. It is not outside of you. The awakened collective has also utilized this opportunity to continue to experience soul's evolution, which again is a never-ending process, basically, and implementing new ways on how to do things, because of new level of awareness, a higher level of awareness, higher level of consciousness has been anchored deep within you as well. The month of January is gonna be a very powerful month, like I shared earlier, and along with the month of February, and things are going to shift in the month of March. The month of January, it's also a very powerful month because in January, the planet Jupiter is the planet Jupiter is moving into its own sign of Pisces, and Pisces is the sign that represents spirituality, your intuition, your the mysterious, that thing that we look for, that we call God, the universe, the creator. It rules that. It rules connection to yourself. It rules spiritism, and Jupiter is moving there. And it's going to basically amplify the significance of that constellation. It's going basically to continue to shower us with more information in terms of who we really are, so that we may continue to dig deep within ourselves, to continue to dig deep, to continue to find out more about the mysteries. Changes are happening in our lives, wanted or not. Change is constant. Change is a constant thing. Change is always happening. Evolution is always happening. Energy is always moving. So changes are going to continue to happen no matter at what level of awareness you're at, no matter at what level of consciousness you're at. You are continuing to experience change. And that is what's going to happen. The last full moon that we had in the constellation of Gemini was very powerful for many reasons. This moon happened at 27th degrees of Gemini, with the sun being at 27th degree of Sagittarius. These are the two signs that mirror each other, basically. And 27 degrees of Sagittarius, it's known to be the galactic center. It's known to be the center of the galaxy where we live in, the center of the Milky Way, the core of the Milky Way. So if the sun, which is the primary giver of life, which is our light, that basically showers us with the photonic codes and the light that sustain life on Earth, was at the galactic center, 27 degrees of Sagittarius, at the center of the Milky Way. It means that the sun was basically showering us with cosmic codes, with cosmic energy, with higher awareness, with higher wisdom, with higher understanding of cosmic secrets, of universal secrets, that will infuse into your light body, into your consciousness, and they are to be awakened when you are ready for that, not when you want, but when your soul is ready to awaken those codes. So that is a very powerful thing. The sun every year passes to that degree in the constellation of Sagittarius, which is again the galactic center. So it means that the moon, the feminine, the goddess, she was showering the entire planet with that light. It was happening basically, it was happening 24 hours a day, because the sun during the day and the moon at night, because the moon radiates the light of the sun into Mother Gaia. So the moon was illuminating us with those codes from the galactic center, and that is very significant, very, very, very significant. And it was a moment to be grateful, not just for us, but for Mother Gaia and for all sentient beings on Earth, basically. So that was a very powerful moon. I'm sure that you guys are feeling also that you feel like you have healed a deep core wound within yourself. Like you have healed something really, really, really core that was there, and this is at a soul level. I am talking at a soul level. I mean, you might experience this at different ways. Only you understand your journey. Only you know your journey. You know your journey better than anybody, and only you understand what you are going through. But just know that if you are feeling that, it's because the planet Chiron, the asteroid Chiron, I think it's a dwarf planet if I'm not mistaken, just went direct in the constellation of Aries. And Aries is the first sign of the zodiac, is the sense of self, meaning representing you, representing me, representing the I am presence. And it feels like something was healed deep inside of us. Chiron is known to be the healer in mythology. It is the wounded healer. The wounded healer, imagine what he represents, a wounded healer. Humanity, most of humanity is wounded. I mean, if not all, I don't know. So each and every one of us have something within us that is considered a wound. And Chiron just went direct, which means that that something has been healed within us. And you feel it, no matter if you follow astrology, no matter if you follow any other modalities that do not fit in, you feel it. Something has healed deep inside of you. You have let go of something, you have healed something, you have transmuted something. Also, at the beginning of the year, we're gonna have a new moon in the constellation of Capricorn. The constellation of Capricorn is going to be setting the theme for what it is that we are going to do the next year. Capricorn is going to give us the tool that we need for us to have a successful year, to become that who are willing to become, who we are looking to become, and to embark on whatever it is that we want to embark on. Capricorn is the goat. It's the goat, climbing goat. The goats climb, and it's stubborn. And when the goat sets an intention, it just goes for it. Never stop, non-stopping until it reaches goals. So Capricorn this new moon is going to be offering the assistance for us to set the intention of what it is, how it is that we want to utilize this energy. I highly recommend you to utilize the higher aspects of the constellation of Capricorn, and be determined on whatever it is that you want to embark on this new year, because the energies will be there to assist you. So astrologically, the month has been very powerful, energetically as well, and in all aspects. So understand that whatever it is that you have gone through this year, it has been worth it. It has been worth it, and you are going to start seeing the results soon enough, if you are not already experiencing the results. But just know that things are going to continue to change. I was also guided to do some light language to assist with the end of the year, to assist with the release and cutting of what no longer serves you, so that you may continue next year unburdened from your past, so that you may embark in this new year not with any heaviness within you. And this light language, I am going to be working on it today, and I will be posting the video after this transmission. In this light language, we are going to be working with the energies of Archangel Michael. We will be utilizing his sword of light, along with the fifth dimensional violet flames archangels and the violet flame. And we will be utilizing crystals, we will be utilizing sacred sound to assist with the energy transmission. So look forward for that video. It will be posted after this one, but this is gonna be a very powerful transmission that will assist you to release all that of which no longer serves you, so that you may enter the next year with ease and grace and lightness. That being said, I'm going to let you guys go. Thank you so much again for tuning in. I do hope that this information resonates with you. If it doesn't, it's okay. Remember that you only get what your soul is ready for you to receive, for your humanness to understand. You are not going to be getting or understanding anything else than what you are ready for. This is why it's very important to listen with an open mind and an open heart. Continue to remain centered. Happy New Year. I will see you guys next year. I will continue to meditate and to tune in to my highest divine essence and continue to study and receive the information that I'm receiving so that I may continue to share this information for each and every one of you that are in this path of awakening, this path of ascension, and assisting the collective out there. Thank you so much once again. If you have any questions, feel free to email me. The information is on the comments below. And have a wonderful new year. May the divine continue to bless you with unconditional love and light at each and every moment of your existence. Thank you. Bye-bye. Namaste.